My name is Tim, and this is how God has provided for me in my life. Yeah, so growing up, I was always a person that was never a believer in tithing. Right? So my wife was always a believer in tithing, was always trying to get me to tithe as a family, and she believed in the blessings of God. But I always had that opinion that you hear a lot of people say that, the church doesn't need my money, God doesn't need my money, that, they can take care of it and they're fine. It came a time where I lost a lot of positions throughout a couple years in jobs, right? So I was stable for like 10 years, and then it was just job loss after job loss through many years. And after about the third time of us going through that, I was unemployed, and I finally came to the point where I told my wife that, it's probably about time that we give God a try and we try this tithing, because it's not working my way. We were going to a church in Florida at that time that was giving sermons about tithing and provided a tithing challenge. We went ahead and we started tithing even though we didn't have income at that time, and we started giving. We gave our 10%, and as we were giving and tithing, we found that opportunities started opening, right? So my heart changed and I started serving in church. It's the first time I've ever started serving in church. A couple months down the road after serving, another person that serves at the church approached me about a position that was a computer position. I didn't have any type of computer degree. I didn't have any type of job experience, but I grew up with computers, and I've self-taught myself a lot in computers. So I decided to go ahead and give the recruiter a call, and I ended up getting that position, which started my whole IT career of basically getting into business intelligence. And so opportunities just started coming in, and I've gone through probably about 3 positions where just opportunities came to me that wouldn't normally happen, right? It wasn't I saw a position open, I went to it. It was people that were approaching me, and every time the income went up. As God was opening new opportunities, I started realizing that, there was a lot of greed in my heart at the time that started to break free, right? It wasn't about God so much providing income and providing, money, checks coming in, but it was opportunities that He opened in my life to allow that to come in, right? So I started getting a lot more involved in the church. I started getting a lot more involved with people, and every time I've tried to outgive and tried to provide, it's come back even more as opportunities. So God can't give to a closed fist, right? So it turns into, as you give the money, you start realizing that your heart's changing and you can freely give, and that need to hold on to the money starts to disappear. I would say if you're not tithing, test it, give it a try. So many times that I was hanging on, and when you let it go, it's freeing. It takes that burden off of you, that greed, that guilt, and everything. It's freeing to do. And like I said, God could bless the church with room full of diamonds if He wanted to, but it's a blessing that He gives us to be able to give, right? Because it does free us.